Okay, we're live. Hello, everybody. I'm just going to share this into the Creative Family group. Just got to do the sharey thing. And give me every group except for...
Do you want me to share it?
No, it's okay. It's just trying not to let me share it into Creative Family group. Oh, was Donna... Hello, Di. Oh, I thought it was Donna. Sorry, Di. I didn't mean to sound disappointed. I just haven't seen Donna for a while. Hello, Di. Hello, Cheryl. Hello, Marie. Yes, we had a good day. Hello, Dee. I see my mat has been a bit Naomi-fied. Yeah. Currently sharing a desk with someone. Hello, Tash. How about we go through, well, to start here, we go through and I'll show you the beautiful, remind you of the beautiful family papers. That's paper 1. Oh, I think they're pretty beautiful. And then this is paper 2. And then I think we might use fussy cuts from this one, from paper 2. And this is paper 3 with the wreath. Now, okay, so if you didn't already know, this wreath and paper 2, so these bouquets on paper 2 come from this wreath. So these bouquets, these clusters actually are within paper 2. So this one is here, this one is here, and there's a bigger version. So they sort of really link up. Well, they're meant to. And then that was 3, and then this is paper 4. And then these are the same ones again, or similar, with a few other little ones that are taken from pieces that are made up of pieces of those ones in here. And then paper 5. And these are different floral clusters, like put together. And then paper 6. And then these are just mostly cream flowers, just if you, yeah, and the frame. The frame's really popular. So that's Beautiful Family. So I've got a piece of craft here. I've got bowed on the way home. It's 283 GSM craft, I think. Is it?
Yes, it's 283.
Shock horror, I do have a photo. And I thought we'd do something a little simple. Like just a little simple. I don't know why we've got that box in the background. But yeah. Oh, he's made a pop up. Come on. Hello, Marge and Tanya. Hello, Sandra and Sandy. Hello, Ronnie, Pam, Liz, and Mary. Hello. Oh, thank you, Marie. Hello, Debbie. How are you? Okay. So let's do a recap. I've got lots to show you. Let's do all the showing stuff. And then I'll probably only get like 10 minutes to do a class. Rightio. So this is this week.
I'm just putting up a link to the Beautiful Family collection.
So this week we made, in the Creative Family group, we made a Z-fold card with Out and About. So I think that's pretty cool. Well, I like it. That was my class. And then Wednesday night we did something a little different. Naomi John, what are you doing?
We were racing.
Right. Well, you're meant to be behaving.
There's two different things. Racing is behaving.
No, it's not. Not when you're on
You want
hold.
mommy a kiss?
She's
about to give kiss. You want to say bye night to everybody?
Bye-bye.
Okay, just wait.
Good night. Hello. Goodbye.
Your face is dirty.
I'll go to
It's not dirty.
Yes, it is. Here, give me another kiss. See you in the morning.
Tammy gave me peanut butter.
Yeah, of course she did, because that's how she justified having it herself.
I didn't have anything cute, and I always had dessert because it was so much.
Peanut butter is not dessert. A glass of milk or a piece of fruit would have been enough. So Wednesday night we did something different. Naomi John did the class. She did a mixed media class. So this is her page. It's very thick and warpy. So I hope you all learnt something from that.
I was a little concerned when she was making that she was just making a big pile of mud.
Hello, Robin and Diane. Hello, Debbie. Hello, Robin. Oh, parcel arrived, Robin. Oh, no, wrong Robin. Sorry. Different Robin. Hello, Diane and Tanya. Oh, thank you, Diane and Tanya. Marge and Pam. She has wandered off. So that was Wednesday night with Naomi. And then last night, it's upside down. If you missed her mixed media class last night in the Creative Family Group, remember next week it is on Tuesday night. It's Thursday night we will all be away, her and I. So this is what she did last night in class. If you missed it, and she goes through making the fan brush flowers, because last week she did some fan brush flowers and this week she did more. So there we go. Let's put that up there. So, got this photo. I think I've scratched it. Whoopsie. You get that. This is my pastry container. Paper 2. Yes, we have the air conditioner on here.
The heating side of that.
On heat because it's cold.
We got a fair bit of rain last night.
Yeah, and a lot of rain this morning.
Now it's all gone.
Yep. But it was a lot of rain last night. Oh, sequins. I was looking for them. Now we have bears that go with this. Naomi used some of this last night. This is the rice paper. Oh, not rice paper, collage paper, collage tissue. Okay. Some of the August kits have left the building. August kits have started departing.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. It's a bit of a big job. Straight after a retreat. So we do these bare colour cuts, right? This is the olive and, oh, that's not, olive, cream bears, olive clothing. It's only part of the pack. Oh, that's not what I wanted. So I did bring home going to take the stuff out and probably you can stuff in the box. We've got a marking gun shoved in here.
You never know when you need one.
Oh, yeah. You never know when you're going to need a marking gun.
Could turn around and something.
Yep. Yep. Oh, there's another piece of custard.
Deb hasn't had time to watch the unboxing. Just walked in from work. What collection did you get?
Oh, I'll show you in a minute.
Yeah, in a minute.
I do have it here. Rightio. So I grabbed a few different flares, but I did grab the Brown Bear's teal clothing as well. Let's put that up there. And then the bead and sequin mix, which I have here. Some of. Coral clothing. Cream Bear's teal clothing. Well, there's that flower I found. Some leaves and a heart. I've got a heart here. And some other flares. And vellum. But yeah. Oh, and I did grab the new police colour, navy colour from Art by Marlene and some ribbon. And then I've got a desert and a clotted cream. A cream and a probably a beige colour. I don't even know in saltwater taffy. So I thought that might go. But I'm working on craft. So we need to work a little bit hard when we work on craft. Let's put all this over here so we don't get anything on it. I think we're going to have to use paint. Got a heart. We're dream.
Trish is a little bit late because Norman and her are the dishwasher in the van.
Where are you tonight? Oh, yeah, where are you, Trish, tonight? Here, Quentin, I'll give you this. Oh, and this is the button. It's a purple button, maybe. Or that.
You'll let me know.
Dream. I want one that looks like two little sisters. Does that look like two sisters? That kind of looks like two little sisters, doesn't it? Two sisters. That's one child knocking for another child.
Get out of the shower.
Yep. Or we could use these two. Maybe those two. We'll just sit the bigger ones there. And maybe the beautiful word over there. Maybe cherish. Okay. So we're working on craft. You can't just go and... Oh, I got a strip of craft here. Zhup. Right. I don't think so. You can't just get a piece of craft and... Okay, this is an ink colour. And ink it. It sort of gets lost in it and you end up with like a browniness, like a crafty browniness to every colour. Like every colour gets a very similar sort of... This is going to get dark. See, they get a darkness and a brownness about them. So we need to mitigate that by using a combination like acrylic paint and adding something like white paint or gesso. Just so you know, Stormtrooper says it's still a little bit cool, and that's with the heater on. He's one that
He changes colours of pink.
he changes to colour to dark pink when he
Usually
gets
you
cold.
have to have him in the fridge to go pink.
Yes, usually in summer he goes in the fridge to get dark pink, but usually it's just not. See how it's not showing up particularly nice. Whereas when we use something like, I noticed she didn't steal my paint. So let's just put a little bit of acrylic paint on here. So let's spread that out. When we put like acrylic paint on there, because it's got some opaqueness about it, it's going to sit on the surface and it's not going to take on the crafty colour unless we cut through it. Do you know what I mean? Oh, that's a bit close. Down there. Focus, focus, focus. There we go. It was a bit close. Sorry about that. But yeah, so we need to sort of think like, I think we need to make this sort of simple-ish, but still
Can I please add this kit to my paper pack? Okay, will do, Tanya.
Tanya's just assuming it's going to look good. Nope. Look at
She
it.
knows I'm not teaching the class.
Yeah, really.
I'll
It'd be
teach the
terrible.
class, I believe.
Could turn out terrible, Tanya. Do you want me to show you what we got in today? Let me do that. And then I can move it off my desk. Okay. So from the Alpha collection, I didn't get much of much. I can tell you that. I think it's called Hugs and Kisses, the new Celebrate.
The old one was called Hugs and Kisses. Let me have a look.
Well, how about you have a look? And don't look at me. Go and look on the screen.
Oh, God.
Really? So it has been ordered. So this is from Alpha. It's the one that had the dogs on it. Hoping to get some paper, pattern paper. I thought we'd be able to order it today, but nope, not yet. So that's the 2 chipboards. The chipboards are only $4.75, and then from Cherished Memories we got the chipboard $4.75, and then it's $10.20 for the stencil, the leafy stencil.
It is Hugs and Kisses. Right.
Hugs and Kisses is already ordered.
Yeah.
And then from Cherished Memories, we also got the expansion pack. Now, I'm going to say, it's probably all I need from a Celebrate collection. The expansion pack is sold out, but I've ordered more. Like, I've ordered a heap more today. Right? So I ordered a heap more of these today. So it's only $10.70. Just gonna say, loving the value in it. So you get this piece, and then you've got this piece here. We have sold out already, but I've got one person has got theirs on pre-order, and I have ordered more when I realized what they were when they arrived, because we order some of these things this was sight unseen. There was no picture for this. Oh my gosh, I would have ordered more. So get that one. And then you've got this one that's got the beige and black print reversed. And then it's got like a black print on the back. And then you've got, now this one looks really good. I reckon that in a frame will look great. But then I love the back better. Look at that. Nice. And then you've got this one. Love the frames. And then it's the cover sheet, the back of the cover sheet. Look at that. So that's only $10.70 for those 6 pieces. Just saying, like someone like me that doesn't necessarily always need lots of pattern paper, like I can create without pattern paper if I need to, because I've got plenty of paper. Who's that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Kevin
can you?
Both want the expansion packs.
Yep.
I'll
So
write it down.
if I need to, so what I'll do is I'll keep tabs on how many we've got pre-ordered. We've already got one of the pre-order ones sold. The next batch, I will keep tabs on it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to I'm going to order more if I need more. Yes, Diane, you've got that. You need to contact us tomorrow because we don't have a phone number for you, Dal. I didn't realise that. Now, the expansion pack for this Merriam Bright wasn't available, but I'm going to try and get it in any case. I did actually already order extra of the Hugs and Kisses expansion packs today. On top of my initial order from earlier, I actually ordered more of them today because I went, well, if the Cherished Memories one went so well, I'm going to need more of the Hugs and Kisses one. Karen Lincoln.
Yeah, I'm going
Die.
to
2.
Yeah.
Laura. Trish. Oh, can you?
I'm doing it.
After class, I'll order more. So then the Merriam Bright, which I've been trying to get my hands on this since last November. Merriam Bright, let's show you the chipboard. So we've got the 2 chipboards. I like the circle.
So I can put up a link for the Merriam Bright. We've got it in stock.
Well, the other one you can, but it's not
Not
available.
going to work.
It's not going to work, no. They can't order it. If you want the expansion pack, we've got to put it in for you. The stencil, so you could do an all over with that stencil, the ho 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 thing. And then we've got a Merriam Bright paper pack, and I'll show you the papers. Oh no, I won't. It's in the video from today.
Yeah.
I won't get them out because my desk is a bit messy. So you got a Merriam Bright paper pack, which has got these 6 papers, 2 of each. So 1, 2. I think that's how they go. 1, 2, 3. No, that one doesn't. That one's got something else on the back of it. It doesn't have that on the back. I think those 2 are backed onto each other. These 2, these 2, these 2, and these 2. I think that's how it goes. So those 2 of each of those 6, and then 1 each of the expansion-y ones, which is the fussy cuts and the little squares and all that.
We've got Jackie over on the tube too.
Oh, hello, Jackie. Oh, geez, I haven't refreshed my screen that's got YouTube on it. And then with the bulk pack, you get the paper pack. And then you also get the 2 chipboards, the stencil, and then you also get the acetate and the pouch, because you pay for the pouch, just so you know, full disclosure. An embellishment pack. So you've got ribbons, epoxy dots. They're not epoxy dots, they're epoxy dots. And then you've got some beads, embellishments, sticky bling, and glitter.
So Diane B said this is fabulous too. Alicia, can you create your own design pack that includes lots of different doors and windows at some stage?
Doors and windows, yes. Well, we got the doors in
Doors.
Cottage Garden has the door paper. It is popular. Just saying. Rightio. I think we might exchange for the bigger Little Sisters.
So you've got the olive bear pack.
I'll get an olive bear pack. Now, if you're going to order this, you need to kind of let us know what colour bears you want, or you'll end up with the same as me. If you want a different colour bear pack. So we need a little bit of colour in the background. So what if we were to mat our photo with like this purple? I'm going to cut my photo down a bit. And then we could put a piece of this behind maybe. Or do we think a piece of this? Oh, I think a piece of the teal. Right, let's do that. Yes, let's. So let's go. We've got a 4x6 photo. We're going to cut it down to a 4x4.5. I think my trimmer needs to be adjusted. Let's go scratch it. And then we're going to cut a 4.25 inch by 4.75 inch piece of paper number 4 from the purple side.
4¼ by 4¾
Yep. So you just want to go 1/4 of an inch each way bigger than your photo. And then let's trim. So this was a 4¼ high. Let's just trim that down to 6 inches, that bit that came off the top. Oh, that's a bad squeak. Now, you have to understand, I use my lopper chopper a lot. What are you doing?
Having concerns.
You are a concern.
I know.
So we're going to go something sort of simple-ish. What do we think? Dream. They're a little bit of a dream sometimes. That one? That one. No, it needs to be the aqua hearts. Just saying. Not because I love that flare. Rightio. So let's get a portion of gauze. Now the gauze, when it comes, it's pretty big. And there was this section was whole, and then there was another section on the end. So let's cut a 1/4 section off. And I'm just hacking it because we're going to dishevel it in any case. And let's colour that. And what do we think we might colour it with? Let's colour it when we decide what we're going to colour it with. So I've got this tealy colour glitter, and when it goes on the gauze, on the craft, it's sort of, where's our scrappy bin? Sort of gets almost a bit more of a greener tone to it.
Jason's loving the card stock. It's 283, Jason.
Blah, blah, blah. He bought some 283 the other day, I think. I picked your order, Jason. So how's about we put a little bit of that on the background. And then I got to like this lavender paint colour. I want to show you how to make paint. Could you put this through? Could you see if I bought this? I don't think I have. I'm pretty sure I have. Could you put that through for me, please? Those two, please.
Those two. Dodgy.
Yeah. Dodgy, dodgy. There. So I'm just going to use like a creamy coloured paint, and I've got like saltwater taffy, which is like a corally colour. But you can use any colour. There's lots of colours in this. And then I'm going to use I think we're going to add a little tiny bit of Uncharted Mariner, either that way or in the ink pad. Just there's ink on the outside of that.
Deb got part one of a parcel yesterday.
Woohoo!
Just waiting for this.
And your prices are cheap. I love you, Jason. So missed seeing you last weekend. So just going to do myself a favour. And obviously, one particular daughter of mine found my Uncharted Mariner spray on my desk. Because it's, yep, it's had the treatment. Which is exactly what I'd do to it too.
Oh my gosh, the ladies on Wednesday night were just going, Naomi, look at your hands.
Yeah, they were still blue at work yesterday. So I've got this Dusty Concord and I've got this Uncharted Mariner. So what I might do is I might show you how we can, a couple of ways that we can make stuff to put on the background.
I'll just write down the charge here because my computer's
Discombobulated.
I'm looking at the data.
Just take all my plastic. Oh, I just need a piece of plastic. Rightio.
Right.
I found a piece of plastic.
Gosh, that wouldn't be hard to scrap.
Can I have my stuff back,
Yes,
please?
today would be good. Yeah.
So, thank you. Let's make so we sort of want to do a bit of some flicks of colour on the background. We want to do some bits of colour on our background, but we don't want to cover the whole thing, but we do want to have a bit of a interesting look. But we're going to make our mediums. So this purple is quite a dirty purple colour. So let's maybe start with it. And I'm going to get like a cream coloured paint. I'm going to get my purple. And I've got Dusty Concord in an oxide. So it's sort of similar. So let's just put a good bit out on our mat, on our plastic. It's sort of similar-ish. But we need something to give it a bit of a body. Bit of, oh, crud-a-majig. No. So when this happens, what you need to do is, there we go. I'm just going to put a little tiny bit of my creamy coloured paint. So you just want sort of like a creamy taupey colour. And then let's get this. And then we're going to mix it.
So Chloe's just joined us and making a shaky card with Lexi
Yeehaw.
for her pen pal. I think I know who that pen pal could be.
Oh, I wonder who that would be.
I better get onto her pen pal.
Who was making a book today. Rightio.
Actually, she was being a real Redshaw child this afternoon. She was hidden in the corner of her room around behind her thing with a little nest reading her book when she was meant to go and have a shower.
Oh. So let's first up paint our heart with our colour. Well, like that. Look at that. So we needed something to opaque it up a bit more. So it is quite opaque, the oxide, but we wanted to make it even more opaque. Do you know what I mean? We wanted to make it even more stand out on the craft because we want to get the effect of the acrylic paint. See how the inks soak in? We want it to be like the acrylic paint. What we're going to do is going to scoop this up So we know that our design sort of sits here. So we want to... these are going to be little spots because it's not very watery. A little bit down here. We want some coming up here. Coming out of our thing. Let's grab a heap more water and add a big dollop of water to that. Now, this next lot with heaps more water, you can see it's lighter. See, it's the lighter color. So what it's going to be is, maybe we should have called this Mixed Media Week. So what it's going to be is not quite as opaque. We don't need it to go everywhere. We want areas where it doesn't have it. Now let's grab in more water and make some really watery stuff that's basically going to melt into the background. So this is really going to just melt into the background in places.
All right, we'll put that in for you, Tanya.
What's the matter?
She wants the ink and the paint.
Oh, I don't know if I've got Dusty Concord. Do you know what would work, but that new...
No, the oxide and the cream paint. So what was I thought the oxide was saltwater taffy.
No, just saltwater taffy purple, is it?
Okay, so what's the oxide you use? Dusty Concord.
Yeah. I don't know if we've got it. But you know what would work is, you know, the new purple. Does Naomi have that? Let me just have a look. This box under my desk.
Is that not
Oh gosh.
the lunch box? She says don't let Naomi's art supplies, people.
Yep, and the lid was put on this, and there's a thing of wet paint in here.
Yeah.
Just sitting on top, and it's wet. Oh, she sealed up a container with wet acrylic paint in it. It's never going to dry. Oh, God.
There's certain things you only learn by feel.
Yep.
Now you got a thumb that looks like hers.
Yep. Yep.
Some love happening
Yep. Right. So you could reduce this purple right down. So you could reduce that right down with like, so I've just got a tiny little dot there. And a dot of this. You could reduce this purple. Oh, it's a different kind of purple, but you could definitely reduce the new purple down too. Like you could add more cream in that. So wash the brush out. Wipe off the fancy palette. Flip it over. Rightio. So we've got that there now. So let's make coral paint now. Oh, I hurt my toe when I did that before. So we've got saltwater taffy.
How much are the paints?
So $7.95 they were. No, they're $9.50 elsewhere. Just so you know.
I'll put up a link.
And then, oh, I'm going to show you. So we put a bit of cream in with our purple. And I'm going to show you, because it's sort of, the cream sort of muddies it up a bit. Let's put just a drop of gesso with this one. Got to get it to come down so that I can just get a drop. And it's white gesso. And then let's mix it.
I do like the cheesy colour on the new paints.
Quite likes cheesy.
Alright, Tanya.
And there we go. We've got a coral colour. Because we've got coral And they're close. So scoop up some big bits. And so if you wanted to do some really big, like, drippy stuff, let's get a bit more water. Mixy, mixy. You could do like, oh, they're a bit big. That. I just need a couple of dots there. I'm not going to heat this. I need to get another baby wipe. That baby wipe is just disgusting.
You're not going to cook it?
No, I'm going to try and avoid it. So if you look at it and you go, oh, I don't like that, you can just get the corner of a baby wipe and it will suck it up. See? Or let's get a little bit of our gauze and just suck it up. Let's make coral gauze.
Coral gauze.
I like that. I like the sound of that. But before we do that,
it's 283, Karen. I'll put up a link for you.
I'm just going to paint my title with my coral. I know this is a messy mat, but holy dooly. It's now beyond messy.
It's beyond messy.
So Naomi did swim her laps today. It was a bit cool, but she did go swim.
Double laps.
What's that? She's swam double the laps because she didn't swim laps yesterday.
Yeah.
So let's clean this up with some gauze. Here we go.
So it's pretty stiff, isn't it? 283.
Yeah. Wednesday night we had, when we have Wednesday night, we had 332 on Wednesday night. So it's not quite covering, right? But that's okay. What we're going to do is we're just going to scrunch it up and just dampen it just a little. And then scrunch it a bit more. And then what will happen is it will colour it a bit better. Then on my messy mat, I've got a bit of purple here. Just going to clean it up. Oh, and I picked up gesso. Gee, willikers. Let's put that over there to dry. Rightio. So now what we want to do is try and get a little bit of this sort of tealy. So this is more teal, but this is sort of a bit bluey teal. So I'm going to put some of my paint down, my cream paint, just a little bit of that, and just a little bit of the Uncharted Mariner. So you could use it from, like, you could do a squish of it from the ink pad, like we did before, or you could use your spray. So this is how you could incorporate spray into your... Now this is a bit light, isn't it? Let's add some water. I don't think I cleaned the brush after the coral. Oh, look at that. That's pretty good. How's that looking? Well, it's not bad, but it probably needs just a little bit more. Oh, gosh.
So that spritzer's not used to being used. You don't normally use them through the spritzer.
No, Naomi does that. Oh, that was probably a bit much.
Or just honey.
It's not bad. What's the matter?
I don't think I could cope with my messy mate having much mess on it.
Oh, devil.
I'm just glad we've always left over plastic fine.
See, it's not going to come off. I'm just trying to cover up these dotty bits. Scoop it up. Scoopy-doo.
Naomi John mentioned a new product that you will be introducing tonight.
No. Well, let's just say a couple of people got samples, maybe.
Yeah.
We had some incidences. Let's just pick up a little bit of this on our gauze in a couple of spots. Yeah, it needs a little bit more testing. I need to actually test it out to see how it lasts in the packaging hanging. I had a couple of little problems. They weren't problems, I just lost bits. When you see it, you'll understand why. Yeah, just putting a couple of little bits of the tealy blue on here. Let's rinse that off. We sent some really big orders out today, and a couple of them did end up with so let's just graze a little tiny bit of this over, watery over our heart, and hope that it sort of shows up a little bit. Makes the heart a bit blue in places. Yeah. I think they're going to be good, but I just want to make sure that they last hanging on the shelf for a while. Although I don't think they're going to last. Hopefully,
Sent the lady that we gave one as a freebie to in her page, so that could you test drive it when it arrives?
Yeah. Yeah.
Love to know thoughts.
Yeah.
And the rest of you will just have to live in suspense.
Let's just say we're not going to make them on Charles. Charles misbehaved.
Yes.
He had conniptions.
So long as I didn't miss out, says Dying Bee.
No. You haven't missed
Why
out.
do people phone when I'm watching a live? That's, you know what happens when I make one phone call on my mobile, someone else will ring on the shop phone. And I've got two phones in one head.
So I'm just gonna. Oh God, look at that. I'm gonna get another piece of plastic.
That's why Michelle was late. Damn telephones. Ooh.
Yeah.
So we officially got it that Pam, Trish, and Deb don't like to get their messy messy here.
Oh, I knew Trish didn't. So I'm just gonna put some of the coral, the saltwater taffy, onto some plastic, and I'll wet my paintbrush.
Charles has been known to misbehave. Hey, you got off the hook today.
And then I'm just going to paint in a couple of places a bit more of the coral on my title.
What was that? 1980 something released of the BBC had to pay money out today?
Yeah, from a lie that they told back in the 80s to the nanny, the Prince Charles and Lady Di's nanny. They told lies. The BBC did.
Not long to wait for your case to go to court from the 1980s to 2020.
So let's just pick up the rest of that coral.
Who is Charles? Charles is one of our cutting machines, Pam.
Charles is one of our cutting
He's our
machines.
first cutting machine we ever had.
Yep. He's a doddery old bugger. Sometimes he's great and sometimes he's not. Okay.
Karen said, who told lies to the nanny? No, the nanny.
BBC made up lies about the nanny. Yeah. They admitted in court. Okay. Let's. Oh, geez, there goes a light. There is a tub of.
I was going to say, what's you got that damn tub of stuff?
There's a tub of paste. So I want these two little bear girls to go like this, but I don't want the white going over her eye because she looks like she's a pirate. So I'm going to cut this out. So Chrissy cuts it out with a little tiny scant border. So you can't cut the border off these. You don't have to do this. But I am just to show. You can't. Actually, I cut the border off letters the other day, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. I'm not sure Amy used the words she was going to use the other night in class on her page because we had to cut the white off all the letters.
She didn't need to cut the white off. She wanted to, but didn't she?
She wanted to. And she'd already been too long in class, you reckon. People were going to fall asleep if she kept doing that. I could tell you there was deathly silence when she stuck all this dark coloured paints and then smooshed on it.
Yeah.
There was no comments recorded. You could tell everyone was like,
I am editing the ear. I think I might have agreed to something silly today.
I think you did too.
I think I've agreed to fussy cut 440 photographs.
No, 540.
540 photographs. Quentin didn't stop me. He went, oh, yep, she could do that.
No, I didn't say you could do it.
You didn't seem to be saying I couldn't.
I think I like to learn how to fussy cut.
I think I'm getting paid for it, but I don't think I'm getting paid much.
It was great the other night watching Naomi smoosh all over the craft cards.
Yep. And we need to do different stuff. We need to keep you guys on your toes, but we need to be doing different all the time. We can't just do the same. Like, we can't just do the same all the time. So this Sunday...
Cam's going to come and help with those 540 photos.
Yeah. This Sunday, we're going to a birthday party. Well, I think I'm going to the birthday party because everyone seems to be skiving off. So I think I'm taking Amelia to a birthday party.
I told you I'll build the brakes of the car this Sunday for how many months?
Yeah, Quentin's, pulling out his trade and going to work on the car. We've got new rotors.
I'm just glad it stopped raining because last time I had to do the front ones, it rained.
And the rotors didn't take as long as what they were meant to take.
No. Next day delivery.
So we've got our little girl bears. Now let's get an edge distresser.
With the picture cut out pack, says Naomi, can you use the full pack on this media page?
She's come close with a pack of butterflies, I can tell you that.
Yeah. She jammed a lot of butterflies on my once. We're lady looking at tissue paper, the Jaguar tissue paper in the store the other day.
She's like, what do you do with that?
I used it on a mixed media page. She didn't tear her up, did she? No.
So you can see how they're settling down a bit. And you've got different variants in your purple. So your purple's varied. These blobby bits are a bit weird, but they'll be right. So we're going to cut the middle out of our photo mat. And we're going to distress our... Oh, let's distress our photo mat first. Now, you people need to tell me if she uses my fussy cut and scissors to distress her stuff with. She did, didn't she? She better not have.
No, I just so Michelle and Jill, so mum and daughter.
Yes, mother and daughter, yes.
Having a discussion about
Shoving people off the phone when you're late for class.
yeah, apparently with Jill at the phone.
Oh, it's okay. You can always rewatch class.
You can always do
Though I know a lot of you love watching class live because it's social. Like, I felt pretty crappy before class. I feel a lot better now. I feel great now. I'll never go to sleep, but
no.
yeah, she nearly did use a whole packet of butterflies on a page. I've got a photo.
No, she didn't use your scissors. She used the Timmy's.
Oh, she used the Timmy ones. She better have used the Timmy ones.
They're all sticking up.
So let's sand it. I had a sanding block. My sanding blocks are really podgy. And I'm going to use this top edge up here.
Oh, sorry. I never got back to you, Chloe. I've just been running around crazy this afternoon. Cardstock with cards on them.
Cardstock or paper? So this is why my messy mat's so dodgy. Probably don't do this on your messy mat unless you want your messy mat to be like mine. And
Your glass board out to stand on this.
nah, I did that to the last one. I'm just going to distress around a little bit. I don't distress too much on their faces.
I'll tell you what,
Needs to be a bit
if
more
you only
here.
have to pattern paper, Chloe, Monday night might be your thing.
Yeah, Monday night I'm going to drag out my holiday paper. So when there's only 1 or 2 sheets left, goes on holidays if we don't have room. And it goes in the, yeah.
I'd imagine there's some.
So you can see we've sanded around the edges. Not for the faint-hearted. And let's distress. Now this piece was like 4 1/4 by 6 inches. Oh, look. I did. Click on that one. Oh no, it's Jacqueline that's over there, not Jacqueline.
Yeah, Jacqueline.
Mixed up with the Jackie. Oh, Jacqueline. Oh, I'm so sorry. He said Jackie. You said Jackie's over there. Where's your mouth plate? Put it in. Go on. Doesn't have his mouth plate in, everyone.
Hang on, I'm just going to start the size of that steel pack paper. How was it? What size was it? 6 by.
4 1/4 inches by 6 inches. What do you know? So let's stick these two together. So we're going to make sort of our bit of a unit. Our cluster of stuff. Go on, put your mouth plate back in. Jeez, he's naughty.
Hey, well, I better get fit doing the second job.
Yeah, he's whinging about having to lift stuff at Coles. 2 of the ladies went home sick last night.
You can't say why.
They might have partied a little hard. So they were under the pump last night trying to finish everything. Not sick like COVID sick.
He was eating a mandarin. No, I wasn't eating a mandarin.
He wasn't for a change. No, he wasn't.
So tell the kids.
No, he wasn't eating a mandarin. So we're going to place this with an even border at this side and the bottom. That's just like 3/8 of an inch-ish. Then what we're going to do is going to flip it over.
It wasn't so cold I could go and pick them.
Hack. It was a bit chicken to go outside in the cold and pick a mandarin. They should taste really nice now.
Damn, well, it should be sweet. Rain and a cold snap. Still have a few on the tree. Just got to get them.
It has been so wet here the last 2 days that until this afternoon, my new quite pricey and now with a bad name vellum and rice paper printer decided it was going to have connections printing rice papers, and I was not happy. I was beyond unhappy.
It nearly caught fire.
It did nearly catch fire. I was just so
I suppose we had
upset.
a heat tool set fire to something the other day.
Yeah, someone caught fire to a box with a heat tool the other day. So then this is going to go on here like this. Now, interesting concept. We can build all this here, and I've done this before on many an occasion, and then it's been bigger than my scrapbook layout. Yep. I've built all the stuff and built it all on my thing, and then it was too big for my page. So we're not going to go much further. What we are going to do is we're going to dry our gauze, our dodgy bit of gauze. So we've used ink and paint mixed together, and gesso and paint and gesso and spray mixed together on this. Don't heat your fingers, they will burn. That's the voice of experience. What's that?
It's a fire to a box, it's going to burn your fingers.
Yeah. And don't hit the cord, because that's dangerous. That's like an electrical fire, blow yourself up business.
It's like blue flames.
Okay. And if you overheat gauze, it will burn because it's cotton. It should be cotton. I'm trying to work out which country in Europe. I know the gauze we sell is made in Europe. Cannot work out which country it's made in. So I actually have to work out where the brand is, the manufacturer. I think they're French. I'm pretty sure it's French or German.
Good cotton gauze.
It's beautiful. It's either France or Germany. But they only sell it in Europe, and they sell it to Australia. So, because we've used acrylic on this, see how it's a bit tougher to discombobulate? So you just need to work a little harder to trash it when you've used acrylic, because the acrylic is sort of sticking the fibers together. So maybe in future I'll try and remember to trash it first. This is surgical grade gauze, but just so you know, we have handled it when we package it before we send it to you. So
don't use it on your injuries.
Yeah, I wouldn't do surgery for idiots with it, just so you know. I wonder if they're going to pull me up on that. So Tuesday's video, I got pulled up for having music in it. There was no music in Tuesday's video. And it's the first one they've ever closed it and admitted that there was no music in it. I've still got another 15 or so videos that have got open cases, open disputes.
Yeah, and you could be trusted with the heat tool. I teach kids how to use it.
Although last Friday's weekly roundup, I got accused of having music, and it is, you know, part of it is muted. 30 seconds of it is muted in Angola.
Angola.
And a few other countries I'm not going to mention. Rightio. So we've got gauze, if I remember to use it. Our title's nearly dry. Our heart isn't dry. So let's dry our title and our heart. Do you know why we're using the title Dream? Because I cut a heap of them today. I didn't need them. I was looking for something that was a quick cut. No, we're not. We're using the word Dream because I really wanted to use it. I'm wondering if I should put some brown around the edges. I wonder what it would look like.
Oh no.
What's the matter?
So Michelle was heat what's the name? Gurning off her driveway, with the steam gurney.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then noticed a bit of grass on her foot. You know what comes next?
What, with the heat gurney or the...
Yeah, she no, she didn't say heat gurney, she said the gurney.
And she blew a skin off her foot with the water.
Yeah.
Oh, Michelle.
Needless to say, I still had the skin.
So I'm just doing a little bit of brown around my edges.
Jason's retracted his comment.
What comment?
But I can still see there that I didn't send the rumballs in the last retrieve.
No one got rumbles because you didn't turn up. No Jason, no rumbles. Notice our son didn't ring me today.
It's Friday. Would have been some sort of we met some sort of target party.
No, I got up him yesterday. We did have the discussion about too much work and not enough socialising. He does work socialise, but just needs to socialise.
The table has 4 legs, teacher once told us.
Yep, and that was the teacher that was giving too much homework. She could not understand my dismay. She tried to tell me that Naomi John was working too many hours at the shop to get her schoolwork done. And I'm like, I think it could be all the assignments. She didn't understand that by her setting 4 hours a day of homework, that the kids weren't going to get it all done because they had other homework as well. So I'm just going to put the tiniest bit around my bears.
Yes.
The table
The table has 4 legs.
has 4 legs, and that's the teacher that was given too much homework.
Don't get me wrong, it's a great quote.
Yeah. We've had it since. She didn't use that quote. She did not say that to me again.
What colour distress ink is that?
Oh, this is walnut stain. Any brown. Use any brown ink. I'm using walnut stain because it was at the top of the pile. There's logic in that. How are you going with all that work you brought home that I've done for you each night this week?
Healing.
Yeah.
I'm getting that.
Oh, this is your perfect opportunity to throw back that you've been teaching.
No, Tuesday night she wasn't. She was washing up. She was doing your job.
Just doing my job.
I have been an active participant in the house.
Yep. She was also cracking the whip on your son.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to wash up.
He washes up for her.
Yeah, I did notice that.
Well, she didn't bark at him. Well, actually, she did. She was quite mean, to be honest.
Well, me, I was just brutally honest.
Mean.
Let's see how this one is.
I like to think motivating.
Yeah.
He was motivated to wipe
She
up.
washed up. He only had to wipe up. So it's not even the whole way around, but it is sort of most of the way around. Right, yeah. Let's do a little bit on our page. Oh, look, it's nearly dry. Woohoo.
Oh, Tanya said she's got that ink. Woo. My guess is vintage photo, said Mel.
Yeah, vintage photo would look good. I love vintage photo. My vintage photo is the first distress ink I ever bought in the very first release that ever came to Australia. My vintage photo is really old. And my antique linen is really old as well. So I bought vintage photo and antique linen, and they have, and people used to use them in my classes. Like if I used it on the class page, oh, that's a bit much. On the class page, then if you came to class and didn't have it, I actually used mine. So mine are really bad. I still love doing distress ink classes. Although I once had to cancel a distress ink class because I had a baby. My little munchkin, he arrived early.
He did.
Nearly a big two. Oh yeah, I've got a bit of a crease in my page. Oh, I love word. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lightly brush across the top just to kind of reduce the whiteness. There we go. We have got more of these sets of these. There are domes in. And you know what? I've used this one quite a bit, and it's not discombobulating. It's not come to pieces, and they're so easy to clean. Like, look at it. It's still perfect. And it blends like a gem. Like, they clean beautifully. They're just really, they're really lovely. Definitely think a lot of thought went into them. What they're made out of. Oh, look. That's stuff everywhere. Rightio. Got a piece of hair stuck in here. Stuck in the paint.
Can you take rumbles to Papercrafting? Hurry. You could take rumbles to Papercrafting.
I might be able to take bundles to Paperific, but I don't think they'll last.
I don't know if we get them on the plane.
What do you mean? We're not going on an international flight.
I suppose
It's only rumbles as long as I give them some.
it's only coconut.
Rightio. So let's trim this up a bit. So don't forget, so next weekend there's not going to be a Friday night. There will be no, we're at Morayfield, Naomi, John and I. at the craft show. This will be our first actual, we've done one event, but this will be our first actual craft show.
So Mel
Since
says the splatters look good on the craft.
February 2020. So our last craft show was in Sydney at Penrith. We drove down trying to avoid the fires. We came back trying to avoid the flooding.
Karen, I'm not even going to read that comment.
What's that?
I could do the Friday Night Live.
Oh, gosh.
And Pam said the same thing. I don't think so.
No.
I wouldn't like to lower the stats we have. People consider Alicia and Naomi to be quite knowledgeable.
Oh, Quentin. You could scrapbook if you set your mind to it.
Trying to think of diplomatic answers about my mind's condition.
By the way, there's plenty of toilet paper at Coles in Gladstone, everyone.
Yeah. I should know.
What was that? 18 pallets.
6 pallets.
6 pallets. 6 pallets of toilet paper he loaded.
Pallets, not cages, pallets.
6 pallets of toilet paper he
Well, Said
unloaded
before that too. I didn't think we were going to get it all in, but it's in there.
last night. So there's plenty of toilet paper at Coles Gladstone, everyone.
Karen couldn't get to Penrith that year, did he? That show we went to, and the floods and the fires.
Yeah, and we're driving back, and they're telling us on the radio about the first case of COVID in Australia, and we're freaking out.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a lot of rain in Penrith. They were not prepared for it. It was scary. It was a lot of rain, but we had more rain at home here than what they had down there, which frightened us driving back into, like, we had no idea what we were coming home to. We'll admit that Lake Grass Seed had replaced our pool. Our backyard was a quagmire, and the pool just spread right across. Actually, it killed all our lawn, didn't it?
Yeah,
Salt water. Just, yeah.
So Jacqueline has caught up my last page of the Mermaid, which is.
Oh, wow. So let's put our dream here on a nice little.
That's why I had to order some more.
Yeah. Wow. We're on fire. Jacqueline, holy dooly.
The 2 boxes. Actually, there's not many boxes of tissues now. I will admit that. There's not many tissues. So I might have put the tissue tags and put toilet paper.
Did you do that?
Yeah, I had to.
What? When you run out of tissues, you can put toilet paper in their place. Have to admit, this week we had tissues in our toilet here at home.
Yeah, someone. Well, that was earlier in the week here.
There was no toilet paper at Woolworths.
Earlier in the week.
And when he was unpacking come home and tells me he's unpacked toilet paper at Coles last night, I'm like, well, you should have gone to Coles to buy the toilet paper earlier in the week. I forgot to add the gauze, peoples. Always forget the gauze.
There's still not many eggs in shopping centres up here.
No, there's not many eggs up here. Got 2 new chickens, Kentucky and Fried.
Check to see if they laid an egg today. I haven't laid an egg yet.
I don't think Kentucky and Fried are going to lay any eggs yet.
They are huge chickens.
Huge.
Well, I walked into the Kentucky and Fried's heads were up to my knees.
Yeah.
People are going to confuse them for turkeys.
Gigantor and Gigantor.
Cheeky is like,
They're scared of our bantam, but
They're just scared of Chicky. She might have given him a telling off.
no, they're always scared of Cheeky because Cheeky can fly.
Chicky can fly.
we had 1 ply serviettes during the toilet paper shortage. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the kids have had to use phone book when they were camping once because it was what was in Dad's ute because they forgot to take toilet paper. So Naomi John is okay with anything other than phone book.
Tanya wants to learn paint pouring.
Oh, we don't have paint pouring paint anymore.
Get rid of paint pouring paint.
We did. We gave it away. We gave it all away.
Oh dear, Sandra was saying about in COVID, if you flush your tissues down the toilet and jammed up the thing, was at your price to fix it.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Tissues don't block, and baby wipes. People were using baby wipes down
That
toilets.
wipes all things up.
Let's turn this around so I can see that.
Actually, I've got to wash my gloves.
With a bit of dimension with that rose up there. So all these flowers are from paper 2. Have you been making a kit?
Yeah.
So you got a heart, piece of paper 2, piece of paper 4.
I've got
A dream title? Maybe not.
I've made a mistake.
You've made a mistake. In other words, you haven't started it.
No. Pattern paper, not pattern.
It's meant to be patterned.
P-A-T-T.
E-R-N-E-D. Patterned paper. Did you write pattern paper again?
Pattern paper 2. It doesn't write the way you spell pattern.
P-A-T-T-E-R-N-E-D.
P-A-T-T-E-R-N-E-D.
Right. Quentin has this thing about writing pattern paper, not patterned. It's patterned paper. You don't do pidgin English.
I'll do good pidgin English. Paper 2 and paper 4 you said, didn't you?
Yep. Colour cuts.
Yeah, I've got the colour. I didn't have the heart.
Gauze. Heart.
I'll come back to the heart.
Now put a bit of glue behind the foam because we're sticking through the gauze and it can be a bit tricky to stick through the gauze because it seems really thin, but it's not as thin as you think. Okay, I'm going to pick out the coral sequins. Just get some coral sequins out. What do we think? Some little coral sequins? I like these coral ones.
Oh, sequence. Pinch of sequence.
Pinch of coral sequins. Just say pinch of sequins. I'll make up a mix tomorrow.
A mix.
Maybe not those ones. Maybe just the coral ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 I'll do. What are we thinking? We're thinking that looks okay.
No.
So you know, in our culture, we look from left to right, and we come across, and then we come around, and then, you know, you come around in a spiral, and you look around, and you'll look at them, and then you go to heart and love, and then you'll look at the girls, and then the bears, and then around here, and your eye will want to spiral off, but then it gets stuck here and then comes back around again. That's my theory, and I'm sticking to it.
What's the heart from?
It's from the Pack of Hearts in Beautiful Family. Have a look at the Pack of Hearts. How many are in it, and then you do the portion of it that you need to do one. So just go Beautiful Family. Actually, you know what? I've actually got a Pack of Hearts here. 13300.
One, 3, 3, 0, 0. Why didn't that bring that one top in Beautiful Family Hearts? So you get 4 pairs. So you only need 1.
I've lost it. Oh God, I've got purple flicking stuff all over my white pants. And it's acrylic.
Oh dear.
Deary me. I think I'm in a little bit of trouble.
The laundry lady, he's already got to go and speak to your daughter. About their wet swimmers again.
She got wet swimmers in the bathroom again.
You did have them out in the washing machine, just going to hang them out. So I've missed a few comments. Deborah said this page is absolutely beautiful. Meline said agreed, love this page. Michelle Francis said love it. Mary Green said very, very pretty page. A simply stunning layout, says Dee.
There you go.
You didn't use the flare on the end,
Oh, wait. I think I've lost it. Oh, I didn't use that either.
Oh, there you go.
Smell it?
So Sandra said when she was doing ceramics,
Mm.
when they got the dye on their clothes, they used cheap hairspray.
Yeah.
But you can't use high quality stuff, it didn't work.
No, good quality hairspray doesn't work. No. No, don't use the black stuff. The black can. You know, don't use dance spray. I can tell you that. Gonna have to go and buy me a can of that. We're back to dancing. Holy dooly. I didn't miss it. I only just not long threw out my can that I had stashed at work for dance hair. Cool. I wonder if it would have looked good there. No, it looks better down here. I didn't get to use the glitter. It's okay. I love it. I'll be right. Yeah, no, don't use the good stuff. Don't use that stuff I've got in my bathroom either, because it's chemical free. I'm just going to stick these leaves that I had left over out the top here.
Debbie H sent such a lovely page tonight.
Thank you, Debbie. Thank you, everybody. So if you came along to class and I didn't see you turn up, hello and welcome. If you said a lovely comment, thank you. If I didn't see it. There we go.
What's the? It's a teal flame with hearts on it.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm going to show you the bits. So you can see how just a tiny little bit of brown around the edge just helps make it pop and give it a bit more shape. And then get over here. Sorry, it strobes when I lift it up. And then down here. There we go.
Okay. So currently sitting price-wise.
You got colour cuts.
Yep, the colour cuts in there with $13.20.
Thank you, Debbie and Di. Thank you, Sandy and Trish. How much?
$13.20.
Did you get the cardstock?
Yeah, I got the cardstock.
Okay.
65 or 70 cents a sheet. Whatever it was.
That's okay. Just making sure.
2 bits of paper, pack of colour cut bears, quarter of a pack of hearts, so 1 heart. The title, a piece of gauze, pinch of sequins, and a teal play button.
It's got a black bit on it. I'm going to replace that one. There you go. That one had a black bit on it. Had a mark on it, or a piece out of it. There we go.
So, Mr. Clark, sorry. Tash Gurney.
Thank you, Pam and Robin and Liz and Marge.
Marie's trying to fussy cut with the kitten and all that.
Thank you, Tash. Oh, wow, Marie. Yeah, you do need restful places, but it's not completely blank because it's got some of the colour, protruding out and you know how we put on some of the really big blobby bits of the coral? A lot of people would go, oh, I don't like that. But it's different and it's interesting, but it's still, there's a couple of blobby bits down here. And it's okay because it extends this out. So it sort of mirrors this here protruding, but it's not heavy like this is. It's light.
Just about to put up the link on the kit.
So if you are having trouble, close your eyes, and clear your mind. I'm going to do some woohoo stuff. Close your eyes, clear your mind, and then open your eyes. And the thing that needs to be changed, that's right there. It'll be obvious to you. Do you know what I mean? Like the thing that, or defocus your eyes. So just really defocus them so that they're blurry. Not take your glasses off, but defocus them so they're blurry, and then focus your eyes, and then the thing that, you know, it'll become obvious, the thing that's out. If you're going, oh, I think something's out of place, but you don't know what it is, that's how you'll sort of find the thing that's out of place, is by either closing your eyes and then opening them, or I'm just putting a tiny touch of glue just behind here and then soaking most of it up into the gauze. I'm just getting it to sit. Go. Let's put a little tiny bit here.
So there's the link there, guys. Obviously, it doesn't have a picture of the page yet.
Doesn't have the inks, but it does have, you know, all the bits and pieces. And really what you need is, you know, some cream or white paint, something purple, something like tealy, bluey, turquoise color, which is more blue, and something like a corally peach color. And we used a distress ink, we used an oxide ink, and we used spray, and we used a cream paint, and we used a gesso. So you can see that you can make up your mix from lots of different things. Like, you don't have to have the same stuff all the time.
And that the standard kit that she's made there has got olive and cream bears in it.
If you want different coloured bears, just put a message in.
Yeah, put a message on your order, and we can
stick
up the bears.
If you want purple, or you want teal, or coral, purple, teal, coral, olive.
Yeah, there's two different colours.
And you've either got cream bears or brown bears.
Yeah.
Because this is the teal. Same words. So this is teal with brown bears. And this is teal with cream bears. The words are the same, but they're a slightly different colour for each set. But yeah. Thank you, Chloe. Thank you, Marie. Thank you, everyone. So there we go. That's our class. That was quick, not? It's a bit like that. But yeah. So thank you for coming along. Take care. Stay safe. Love yous all. We will see you on Sunday sometime to do kit reveal. If you're excited to see what the kits are like, the August kit package is in the online store with a picture, or the albums are all created. So week 31 to week 34 are all created over in the Creative Family group. So they're all, I do have a set of kits here. So they're all over there. There you go. But we'll do our kit reveal video on Sunday. Sometime. And we'll go through everything in the kits. Week 33, there is an item in that I don't think is going to be a product. We don't always sell the charms. Sometimes we put them in packages, sometimes we don't. And week 31, there's a product in there that I don't know if I'm going to make it a product. So I haven't decided yet.
Kit week 31, I'm just looking at it now.
What's that? That's Swan Princess. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if that Dreamcatcher is going to be a product yet. Depends on how usable it is and whether people actually want it as a product.
I'll put up a link to week 31 kit.
Yeah.
All right.
We will, Marie. You stay safe as well. Thank you, Diane. We'll be in contact, Diane. Either you ring us tomorrow morning or message us your email address or something. Yeah, we've got to get in contact with you about your what is it? Expansion pack, which I love. So we will see you all on Sunday. Thank you very much. Thank you, Jacqueline. Yes, take care, stay safe, and thank you very much, everybody, for your beautiful comments and for your support. And yeah, don't forget, if you're in Southeast Queensland or Wide Bay, or Darling Downs next weekend, you could do the hike to Moray Field for the craft show and see us, Naomi, John and I. So just come and say hello and have a chat. Love yous all. Thank you. Bye.